We are back, another episode of Troy Tries, and if you couldn't guess by the kit I'm wearing or where we are in for an absolute treat. We've got an ice hockey episode with the Norwest Emperors and the Sydney Ice Dogs. We're here at Macquarie Ice Rink. I have very little background, or just about none, ice skating, so to try and play hockey is going to be really interesting, but I'm fortunate enough to be working with Derek Downey, the head coach of the Emperors, who's going to hopefully be looking after me a bit today. And if you're happy to explain what we're about to do, what the boys are doing in their sessions at the moment.
Yeah, sure. So I think when we first jump on the ice, I'll just take you through some of the basics of skating, some of the positioning and so on, so that when we bring these guys in, you've got half a chance on it. The kids are just doing some floor drills at the moment, but later on we'll do some floor drills, join you in them, and then we'll probably do a small area game and get you to feel that experience of playing a game as well.
Yeah, perfect. Like my only experience, I think I've ice skated like maybe 3 or 4 times, and we used to all have to skate around the side the same direction very slowly, and this it's looking slightly different, so we'll see how we go. But
at least you've got the kit on.
The kit looks good, right?
That'll help.
Looks all right.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, it's just a shame I actually got to get out there now, but ready to get into it?
Yep, let's go. Let's get out there.
Let's see if I can skate. Oh man.
Remember, your stick's your friend, right?
Yeah.
You could lean on the stick, so get the stick in your... Yeah, and then let it slide down a bit.
Just the actual skating aspect.
You'll be fine, but you can use the stick to help you with that. There you go. See what I mean?
Oh man.
You'll be fine.
This is so much harder than I was expecting.
Always the first couple of minutes. So yeah, once you do it, you can have a healthy respect for the sport, right?
Yeah.
It takes a lot. I mean, it's not like, there's no disrespect to other sports, but you know, if you're playing like I played soccer as well, so I'm not having to go at soccer, but most people could run, and
that's what I was saying to the boys, like filming. I'm like, when I do the footy episode, that's going to be terrifying, but I can run. Like, I've got that element, and now it's just the tackling. Where this, it's like, I can't even skate yet. Yeah. Plus, it's like trying to play a sport. So,
important thing is a hockey stance.
Yeah.
Because even from a beginner, if you learn bad habits to begin with, it's hard to get rid of them.
Yeah.
We see some kids that sort of bend here at the back.
Yeah.
You're not balanced there for a kick-off, and then you also don't have your head up. You can imagine in a sport like this, you want to have your head up.
Yeah.
So, like, often we're having to teach the kids to sort of bend at their knees.
Yeah, okay.
And at their bum. That's where the bend is.
Yeah, so not forward. Yeah. Like almost more squatting then.
And then when they're taking a hockey stride, we teach them to take long strides to begin with, just so they get used to it. But the power comes from that crouch position. So if I was heading that way and I wanted to take off, you're pushing with the toe and out.
Yeah.
That's obviously exaggerated. You wouldn't do that when you were skating, but it's just pushing out to the side, so you've got the power through your leg, and you could really sort of push out. So the kids are going a sideways motion with their legs, but it's also generating that forward speed and their balance. So if they get knocked or they have to change direction quickly, you know, they could do that from that position. Whereas if you're up tall, you're weeble wobble, and if you're bending at the back, you know, you're not watching what's coming, and you'll topple over easily as well.
And then in terms of the stick, using that, so if I'm like using a right-handed one, I'd have it in my left hand up here most of the time, and using it on the ground, like, is that?
Yeah, so during a game, a lot of the time it will be in 2 hands.
Yeah.
Perhaps if they're sort of breaking out, they're not expecting to receive the pass, it is easier to get more speed up just in the one hand, so they'd maybe take off with that. But as soon as they're in the play, and I've always got to pay attention because you could be in the play really quickly, but they would get the hand on the stick quickly. And obviously that's what they're using for the stick handle, and also the release of the shot. So, yeah, you wouldn't be controlling the stick with one hand. The odd time, if they were coming down and had the defenseman trying to stop them, they could come in and protect themselves. They're not allowed to hold, but they can sort of get their body in, and they maybe have one hand on the stick at that point. But often they would have 2 hands on the stick when they were stick handling.
Awesome. I'll keep going. I'll get a couple laps.
Have another couple of laps. See how you go.
Oh, this is so much harder than I expected it to be. This was tough. Even when he was like, he just had me like so lightly, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fall here, and I was like trying not to grab onto him, but we'll go for a couple of laps, see how we go, and try to get involved. I might die tonight. This could be it. This could be the last Troy Tries out.
It does take a while. Often you'll go past and you probably fall, but you can give that a go if you like. Try a space stop.
We'll build to it.
Just make sure you bend your knees as you turn.
Can I see if I can hit a puck?
Yeah, I was going to say we'll maybe do a little bit of stick handling.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a couple of shots if you like.
Yeah. Okay.
So, when the stick handling, like when you're teaching the kids properly, you really want them to have the top arm quite out in front of them. Yeah. Because that way they can change direction, the stick, easily. Yeah. Whereas if they're too closed in, they're limiting their movements.
Yeah.
Because when they thought they might have been making a pass, it could easily turn into they actually going to have a shot.
Yeah.
So we want to get the top arm out, but just for the basics, just get the stick out in front of you and just feel what it's like to drag the puck back and forward. There you go. And that's about a good distance. You don't want it too far in front of you or too close to you.
Yeah. I think the downside is when I start moving. Oh no. Oh man.
That was alright?
Getting there, feeling it in the ankles way more than I thought. Everything's wanting to cave.
And it doesn't take long before your feet get sore.
Yeah.
But even now, my skates have been broken in for a year or so.
Yeah.
And even now, after half an hour, my feet start to ache a little.
Yeah, fair. No, we'll get there, we'll get there.
Yeah, so and then when the kids are taking the puck up, they're not often stick handling the whole time.
Yeah.
If there's no pressure on them, they would maybe just have it out in front of them. When they start to come into a bit of traffic, that's when they would, have a bit closer control on the puck and make more touches with the puck.
Yeah.
So what about a shot? We'll try a couple of different shots.
Try a couple of shots, yeah.
All right, let's go over to the net so it feels a bit more real. Maybe go with our wrist shot first. So normally with a wrist shot, you'd start with the puck closer to the heel.
Yeah.
And the puck behind you. And as you come through, the puck will naturally travel. So the bottom hand, you put a bit of flex on the stick, so you're pushing down a little. Yeah. Because that helps with the power of the shot, because the sticks have got flex in them. And when you release the shot, the flex straightening is what puts a lot of the power on. Yeah. I don't think we'll really get to that stage today, but the puck will come from the heel, and as you release the shot, it will be closer to the toe. Yeah. And then you want to point the stick where you want the shot to go. Right, have a go at that. Oh. Try and close the blade a little, it was quite open. So
as I start?
Yeah, that's it. Try and keep that right through. Go, and as you can see, it puts you off balance, right? Yeah. That movement. So again, try and make sure you're set. Have the puck a little bit behind you to begin with. Yeah. And face the goal a bit more. Yep. There you go. Nice. Ooh. In the corner. Slaughtered it. Another shot they use is just a snapshot. So it's a quicker release. Yeah. So they just sort of line up with the want, and they're really snapping their wrists. Yeah. It's good for to get elevation on the shot a lot. Sometimes they actually score more goals through what they call the 5-hole, the goalie's legs. Yeah, right. Like pretend they're doing something else and then go the 5-hole. A lot of the goals that happen are low. Yeah. But again, the kids want to put it in the top shelf. They want to knock the goalie's water bottle off. But a snapshot's one of the most common shots you'll see. So you see the puck didn't really travel a long way before you released the shot. It was more just for a quick motion.
Yeah. So like from here?
Yep. Oh, they had a bit of power on that though. Okay, try another go at that snapshot. There you go.
That's all right.
Nice. So with the slap shot, again, you want to really be set. And often in a game, they're going to be travelling with speeds when they take a shot.
Yeah.
So you've got to add that into it as well. It's not often that they'll be standing still.
Yeah.
Sometimes at the point, the defensemen are normally at the point when you're in the offensive zone.
Yeah.
Sometimes the forwards work it back to them.
Yeah.
They maybe have a slap shot. But yeah, so you want to be a bit more crouched.
Yeah.
You get that pressure on the ice, which puts the flex on the stick.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back.
Yeah.
So I've got more power going through. Oh, hit the post. There you go. One more.
Yeah, one more.
Nice. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. I'll let you have a go at having a check.
Yeah, I can see he's a bit worried, a bit nervous. He's seen me flying around here, so I'm doing pretty well now.
I think he's seeing fresh meat. That's what I think he's seeing. All right, so we'll just maybe go through what would happen in a game, which would be you were going into the corner to sort of try and collect the puck, whether that be offense because you want to sort of move the puck on, or go towards the goal yourself. But it could also happen the other way if you were a defenseman and you had to go into your own corner to retrieve the puck and one of their forwards were coming. Yeah. The same sort of thing happens. So the job for a player, it really is to separate you from the puck. Yeah. You really shouldn't be going in thinking, I just want to hit this guy as hard as I can. Yeah. The whole aim is to rub you out so that they can get the puck. We'll just have you going to retrieve the puck in the corner, and we'll have Declan coming in naturally, and what he's going to do is he's going to try and just get in, if you maybe stay that direction, right. He's going to try and come in, he's going to try and take you out of the game and then go away with the puck. So ideally he wants to be just a little bit ahead of you, which is good for you because if it was your whole body he'd be taking more, but if in the game he really just needs to get in front of you, separate you from the puck and then go. So we want to try that?
Yeah.
All right, so you can see Declan? The puck. Yeah, do you want to have the puck already in there?
No, I'll stick handle.
Just because the board's trying to get the puck too close to that or I'll get stuck. Yeah. And then we'll do the first one in kind of a bit slowish motion. Yeah. And then maybe do one at a bit of a higher speed.
And because I'm getting pretty good at this, do you want me to slow down so you can catch up to me for this, or are you going to be all right?
You have to put the jets on to catch him, mate.
Yeah, but if you can't catch me, there's not much I can do. So I'll try slow down and take it easy for you. If it's behind, just check me anyway. Yeah. Just because I'm not going to be able to control the thing, so.
Yep, cool. You don't need to have a puck anyway.
Yeah, I reckon we just go without it.
Just without a puck. Yep, let's go.
Sweet.
Right, just delay behind. Yep, go for it.
Good.
Yep.
Go.
Come in a bit slower.
Oh, good. I'm not good. Oh.
How did that feel?
Yeah, no, I didn't even notice it. Didn't even notice it.
Awesome.
Don't tell him that though.
No. I'll bring another player in and I'll just show you. You want me to show you?
Yeah.
A real check.
Yeah.
Separate body. Yeah, a proper check. Like a proper check, like you would check in a game. All right, Greg's ready for it. He's a big lad. All right, let's go.
Holy shit.
There you go.
Yeah. And then he's just sweet and keeps skating after and scores a goal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because they're used to it, right?
Yeah.
They've got that sort of centre of balance, they expect to check, they know how to take it. And
it was, man, obviously just the skating aspect so much tougher than I was thinking. Like, I thought I was more coordinated and I was like, oh, most sports I'm okay at, so I should just be able to. But it was, It was tough, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it's 95% of the game is the skating, right?
Yeah.
It's the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
And that's why we're always at the kids. Go to extra skating session, do extra training, get as much skating as you can.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Awesome, man.
hope you had a good time, mate.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure having you on.
I always talk shit before a session. It's just the dumbest thing I do because I get killed every time.
You got to be confident.
That's it. Confidence is key, right?
All right. Hope you had a good time.
Thank you, my friend.
Later.
Guys, I'm here with Ice Dogs captain Daniel Pataki. Now, after seeing my efforts with the juniors, I've been kicked off the ice. I'm definitely a hazard out there. So we're going to have a bit of a chat. We're going to chat to Daniel, hear a bit about his story, and then we're going to watch the rest of their session, and we're going to have Daniel mic'd up and hear what they talk about. So firstly, thank you so much for actually taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
That's so cool, man. What got you into ice hockey? Because it's a bit of a unique sport in this country.
Yeah, so funny enough, my mum did a bit of figure skating back in the day, and she took me out skating when I was younger, and then I sort of picked it up slowly, and then my parents got me into figure skating, unfortunately, so I wore a little bow tie and did some trials, but that's when the Winter Olympics was on, I think in 2010 maybe, off the top of my head, and then I saw the hockey on the TV and said, like, that's what I want to do, then just went from there.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. And then you know, obviously captain of the Ice Dogs, that's a huge achievement. What's sort of been some of the highlights of your career so far? And
I think just growing with this team, like I've been with these guys for 8-9 years now, so it's been like a long slog playing with this club, and I've loved every minute of it. The club itself has like grown over the years. We've been very low, we've been very high, been low again, and so now we're on the rebuild now. Yeah, we're just trying to get more fans to back us.
Awesome, man. And the season's creeping up now.
Yeah.
How are we hoping? Like, where are we feeling?
Well, I don't know, like first game's on the 6th of April. We're feeling pretty good. Like we're only just starting to get all our team together now. So yeah, we're hoping for a good season. Like everyone's feeling good, everyone's looking good. So yeah, we're hoping for the best.
Yeah, man. And like credit to you guys what you do. Every sport and every like training modality I've tried so far, I've never been great. I've always been able to like hold my own, and just trying to skate itself was just so tough. Plus, you guys are almost fighting on the ice, like playing this intense game while like nailing this skill. This is the craziest sport I've ever tried.
Yeah, like everyone always says, like, how do you do it? And like, oh, it's so dangerous to say this, but I guess for us, like, it sounds a bit like cliche, but like we've done this for so long, so we sort of know what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's hard for someone of your age to come out and like try something new. Like same as like me trying to get on a skateboard. I'm at it, but getting on the ice is like second nature to me now. So yeah, I love every minute of it.
That's awesome, man. I won't take too much of your time. Right. I'm keen to see
you have to
the rest of the session, and I'll see if coach lets me out. I'm going to sneak on at some point. And
absolutely.
When he's over the other side.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. See you.
So Troy Tries Ice Hockey is in the books, and that is without a doubt the toughest episode I've done so far. These guys are like just the scariest athletes I've ever come across. Like they're playing one of the most physically demanding sports that I've ever tried, and they're doing it on ice. So I absolutely couldn't cut it. I couldn't even train with the main group in the end, just because I would have just been in the way of it. From my time working with the juniors, it was really cool. Like I learned a lot from the coaches and players there. I've just got such a newfound respect for the sport. I thought I was coordinated enough that I'd be able to cope with this and I'd do all right, but ice hockey's not for me. I think I'm just going to stick to the stands and just watch from now on. But I'm definitely keen to get down to an Ice Dogs game. They've been an incredible club to work with. So their season launches in April. So we're definitely around the launch of this episode. We're definitely going to try and get a big father figure crew out to one of their games as a big thank you. But it was so much fun. I've learnt a lot. The boys are incredible. The club's awesome, and I'm definitely keen to get down to a game. Thank you guys so much for watching.